Welcome to the Buddy Buddy Show. I'm your host, Anthony Finley, and dare. Just dare.
And I'm Jacob Marks, and to rather or not to rather, that is the question.
I thought you were just workshopping that off camera and not actually going to do it. Wow.
Excuse me? At least it's better than freaking dare. Just dare.
It makes sense in a little bit. All right, y'all. So welcome to the Buddy Buddy Show. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about some, we'll kind of get the truth out of each other. And what better way than Would You Rather? A game that's very popular on TikTok right now, but something we've played as kids back in our day. When I was young.
Back in my day, would you rather?
We used to play Would You Rather or was it the Five Finger or the...
Oh, yeah, like, you know.
Never have you ever?
Never have you ever?
Yeah. So we got some questions. This could get very, very personal. I feel like I actually tamed myself. Usually I'm the mean one, but I feel like I'm gonna be the nice one today. So, buddy, I think I'll let you start it off. I think. Go ahead. What's your first one for me? Lay it on me.
Are you sure about this?
No, I'm not. But this has got to happen. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna throw you a little softy. Throw you just a little like, here, you should be able to knock this out of the park here. So
I was never good at baseball.
Okay, fine. You should be able to slam dunk this.
Okay.
Because
I'm only 5'8".
Yeah, so the rims have been shortened for you. Like this is like the tyke.
Oh geez. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Anyways, so this is a question based off on we love superheroes. Mm-hmm. We love the whole comic book genre.
Too much,
and particularly there's been many great comic book artists, and there've been also great just people who do art online. The fan art for a lot of things I'm just like are absolutely incredible. So I have a question for you, buddy. Just a simple question. Would you rather have an artist draw you as a superhero or a supervillain?
Oh, that's okay. That one's really easy.
Yeah, come on, man. I'm not hitting you with a crazy one.
That one's really easy. So it's only one answer. It's supervillain.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I make the joke all the time, but I tell people the older I get, the more I understand Thanos.
Oh snap!
Literally. I the more I walk around this world and the more people I meet, I'm just like, Thanos, maybe,
Would that be what you would want somebody to draw you as, like a Thanos type, like brute character, and
Man, I mean, I'm not too big as is, so I probably wouldn't be a brute. I'd probably be more of like a Killmonger type of thing. That's more. I think it's more like attainable for me.
Well, I mean, in comic book reality, yes.
I see what you did there. Fun. Wink, wink. Yeah. You're so funny, Jacob. Okay. Thank you, but thank you for that. I would definitely be super.
No, and I agree, and really, I think it just depends on your aesthetic. Because really, I can go either way, just because I would at least want a cyberpunk kind of futuristic look. And that works well for either any superhero or supervillain.
So you're gonna dye and spike your hair and put all the torn clothes on.
Oh, I'm talking like Blade Runner, Spider-Man 2099 stuff. I want that stuff. It's just it always hits hard. So I agree with the supervillain stuff in general, but I think it also depends on where you go with it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, start off light. I think it's start off light.
Oh man, you can't hit. I'm not gonna hit you with the bomb. I can't hit you.
Hit me with your best shot.
Bam, bam.
Yeah. All right. I'll start off with a light one. I mean, I think this is light. Would you rather have $10,000 a month for doing nothing, or
winner? Sorry, just winner. Like $10,000 a month for doing nothing,
or $100,000 a month working 6 days a week.
10,000. Come on. No. Here's the thing.
But you are addicted to your work too, so you have that you have that in you.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It's like $10,000 a month sounds great, but here's what your question, like in a loophole. Just because I would just get a 10,000 without lifting something doesn't mean I couldn't also make more money outside doing my other stuff. So if I'm just getting $10,000 for doing nothing, I can still make quite a bit of money outside, or at least I can try to, at least,
I feel like I should have rethought this question because I forgot that I just got you a PS5 as well for the holidays. So I gave you a PS5 and I gave you like 6 different games to play. So that was my fault.
Yeah, I don't know what type of a karma that I initially got there, but I cashed that all in, and I thank you, buddy. Thank you.
So okay, fine. All right. 2 light ones. All right.
The 2 light ones.
Light ones.
And here's the thing: even working 6 days a week, like unless it's like super crazy, like $100,000, that's.
I mean, maybe you're a professional video game player, so you're playing video games 6 days a week, making $100,000. You're still doing what you were going to be doing anyways for nothing. Like, make 10 times the money. You're still doing the same thing. Do you think about that?
I think you've thought about this way too much.
Maybe.
I
mean, there's something wrong with that.
Oh, nothing wrong.
Gaming is one of the big occupations these days. So
honestly, if people ever have a problem with like how people make their money, particularly like streamers and people who are on Twitch, I'm often kind of like, you have no idea just how much goes into that. Because I mean, us setting up a podcast, it took freaking forever.
Oh yeah, don't look at what's behind the camera.
Yeah, don't look at what's behind the camera. Okay, buddy. So number 2. Now here's something that, because of course I can go general with these would you rather questions, but I try to tailor these a bit more to your personality. And I think that you're gonna have to take this next question with a little bit of grain of salt, because one of these people is alive, one of them isn't. But it's a would you rather meet one of these people if you can only meet one of them.
Oh no.
So if you could have met only one person.
No. Oh no.
Would you rather have met The Rock?
No, don't say it.
Or Kobe?
Oh. I knew what you were doing there.
Yep. I live to serve.
Oh my God. That's messed up. Well, see, The Rock was my idol since I was like 3 years old. I followed him his whole career, from Rocky Maivia all the way through The Rock, all the way through Hollywood, everything, bought all of his products, read his book. I don't read. I read his book.
So you're saying that The Rock taught you how to read?
Didn't teach me, but he helped me read a little bit. Kobe, I have Kobe's book. I would.
And here's the thing: you have multiple different like pros and cons to this, but the biggest pro is that with either person that you get to like meet, you get to talk crap about the Kings.
Yeah,
like I'm giving you that benefit of the doubt, man, and that hurts me.
I would probably say Kobe, only for the fact that I actually might have a chance to meet The Rock. You never know. You never know what life takes you.
Okay, and I should have like, also said like you can only meet one of them in your life.
Oh well. You didn't say that, so
I didn't know.
But I would probably say Kobe, just because Kobe. The thing with Kobe is, him and The Rock are two of the hardest workers ever.
Yeah, like
so either one of their work ethics to learn from that is great. But the thing with Kobe is he had just like a ruthless, like, no, I'm gonna be the best. I don't care what you say, what you do. The Rock is more of a businessman. Nowadays, he's more of a businessman.
Well, yeah.
So I think just with the climate of today's world, I think learning from Kobe and just getting that Mamba mentality, and maybe playing a one-on-one game with him, that'd be fun. I mean, I wouldn't score anything, but it'd be fun,
dude. By the time you take a step, Kobe's already like dunked it on you.
Well, I mean, his Achilles wouldn't allow that to happen anymore.
Well, and also a lot of things would not let that happen anymore.
Yes, I know, but I would say Kobe.
I'm surprised because I thought The Rock was, because of course like they're both idols to you, but yeah. I thought you would at least want to meet The Rock just based alone on the Fast and Furious films and on the wrestling.
No, I don't really care about the Fast and Furious as much as everything else. I would say that if you said one person ever, you could only meet one of them, I would have picked The Rock. But since you didn't say that, I'm picking Kobe because there still might be a chance I can actually meet The Rock.
Freaking loopholes. Okay.
Freaking loopholes, but hey, that's the advice in life. Find the loophole.
Find a loophole. I mean, and fair. I mean, The Rock for me. What a beautiful man. That's all I wanted to say. Continue.
Yeah, he's okay.
Oh, buddy,
He's
you were not about that life.
Dwayne, you're okay. You're okay. I appreciate you, but you're okay.
But he isn't your Ryan Reynolds.
He's not. Let's not start this. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is he's everybody. Whether you're straight, bi, gay, into couches, it doesn't matter. Like Ryan Reynolds is in your cup of tea. Just what it is.
Wow, I didn't know we were going to be talking about couch sexuals.
You know, so it's we're going that way. That route. Okay, I'm moving on. I see again. Mine are very calm. Well, I got one that might be a little. We'll see.
Okay.
Would you? It's kind of not really. Would you rather? But would you feel worse? Would you feel worse if no one showed up to your wedding, or no one showed up to your funeral?
Ooh. Oh. Well, I guess that's.
I think I want to make a quick note that Jacob's wife is behind the camera and is our editor right now. So anything involving weddings or wife, she hears everything.
Yeah.
So go ahead and answer the question, my friend.
So, to the world, I would feel absolutely, positively devastated if nobody showed up to my wedding. I mean, honestly, that is the only answer. Because really, if I'm dead, I mean, yeah, the funeral's the funeral, but I'm not there to actually see it. And I mean, maybe there's like a place out there where I'm looking at the, from the afterlife. Who knows? I could just be reincarnated. I don't know. But the main thing is that I wouldn't know if people were around. But at a wedding, well, I mean, I would hope that at least one person would be there by, by my side for the wedding.
Yeah. By process of elimination.
By process of elimination.
So you rather me be at your wedding than your funeral and saying nice things about you in remembrance?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't get to say anything at your wedding because, I wasn't the best man, but you would want me to say anything at your funeral?
Well, what do you want to say, buddy? What do you want to say?
I mean, I guess I have to wait for you to die then. just to get it out.
Okay. Okay. I see that we got dark there.
Yeah.
Darkish.
It's a little crispy. It's not. It's like you put a cookie in the oven. It gets to that golden.
Really? Are we mentioning ovens?
Why not? Am I saying the wrong thing?
Well, we're both Jewish.
I'm a little lost. Hey. Okay, so for the record, we're best friends, but we don't always read each other's minds. It's just it happens fluke sometimes, and this is not one of them.
Buddy.
What?
Jews plus ovens plus World War II equals
Bad things.
Yes. Yes.
I got it.
Let's stick with that. Bad things. Bad
Yes.
things. Yes. Let's we'll keep it there.
Well, okay, what I was saying, my analogy, because I thought it up and I thought it was clever. It's like put cookies in the oven. It's like, you want them to be that golden brown, that nice golden brown, so they're a little crispy, but you got that still softness.
Yeah.
So that's the dark we're at right now.
Okay.
I feel like that's our darkness we're at.
We're toasty.
Yeah.
We're toasty.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So, okay, buddy. So let's get into the meat of this whole would you rather.
Oh God.
And I'm hitting you right at your core here. So I just want you to prepare yourself.
I'm just waiting for the Disneyland one because I know there's something Disneyland in there.
Well, okay. Well, that one isn't yet.
Okay, so it's coming. Okay,
that one isn't yet.
Okay.
So if you're absolutely starving and you only had 2 places to go to, and they were right next to each other. No other options. You had to pick one or the other. Would you rather have Denny's or Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Ooh, that was a quick answer right there.
Well, the story,
Like, because here's the thing, man. These are your 2 options, and
and two of my favorite. Do I call them restaurants?
technically,
Okay.
they're food establishments.
Okay.
Maybe that's a better moniker.
My 2 favorites. The thing was, okay, so Denny's was always the like shows, like doing theater. It was the only thing that was open. So after we did shows and performed,
Yeah.
we went as cast to Denny's.
Well, IHOP for my crowd, but
Oh.
you know.
And so that became my thing. The zesty nostrils. I love that. The zesty nostrils.
Ooh, zesty.
I'm zesty. So that became our go-to, and I love Denny's because they're just reliable. They're always there, they're always open, and I can always count on them to be there for me. I feel like I have deeper issues from saying that, but but it is true. So now Taco Bell is a good. I like to call it a good old reliable Taco Bell. It's a theater reference from Guys and Dolls. Because Taco Bell, I grew up on that. Like I truly grew up on that. When I used to go to dance, my mom taught dance, and she would bring me to all of our dance classes. I'd get donuts in the morning for dance class. I'd get Taco Bell in the evening for dance class. I wouldn't dance. I would just go with her, and
This
so
explains so much.
she kind of ingrained the Taco Bell in me. And you know what? You can't beat the price. I mean, I got Taco Bell today before we filmed this, and it's like $15 to get a whole bag of food. I mean, come on.
I mean, you had me at Taco Bell because honestly, because
You can't beat the bell.
Well, you can't beat the bell, and also, yeah, Denny's has gotten so overpriced lately, where it's like, I'm not paying that much money for a Grand Slam. One, I
Yeah.
can't even eat it anyways, but 2, it's like,
Yeah. So I mean, I love them. I was worried you were going to say Taco Bell or Pizza Hut.
oh no, I wouldn't do that to you, buddy.
That was my worry.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't do that to you.
By the way, Pizza Hut.
Oh snap! I should have asked about the Pizza Hut.
So yeah, so Taco Bell. Denny's would be 3rd or 4th on my list.
And that is actually really funny because, like, before we recorded this, you actually got really excited that we had a Pizza Hut nearby. Like, you didn't know.
Well, because they're a lot of them going out of business, so they've been closing all the Pizza Huts around me. So I come up here like, oh my god, there's a pizza. I go to a new place, I go to DoorDash, and I look for a Pizza Hut. And if there's a Pizza Hut, I get that. I'm at Disneyland, I order Pizza Hut at my hotel at Disneyland because I can't get it at home. So I go to the parks, I come home, I come to my hotel, I get a Pizza Hut. That's
Damn.
what I do.
You would do that to Mickey.
Mickey ain't that fine
Ooh.
with those prices so high.
That's true. Okay, so Taco Bell, if it's like, no Pizza Hut, but
Mhm.
Pizza Hut
if that's the option,
Yeah.
yes.
Got it. So basically saying no to Denny's ever. Screw
If
you,
that
Denny's.
was like the option, yeah.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Denny's.
Anthony's not loyal.
I mean, if you make me pay more and more, who's not loyal? If I'm always coming back to you, but then you start charging me more and more every time I come back, like what? Where's the loyalty for treat me right? How about that?
Ooh. I mean, you're not gonna get an argument from me.
I mean, All right. This next one, I think it was kind of cool. I think it's kind of you and me combined in one. Would you rather? So would you rather all traffic lights you approach be green, or never have to wait in line again?
Oh, so wait, you're just saying like no, like if I'm just driving, there's like always gonna be green lights.
Always green lights, or never wait in a line again?
Oh, that's a question. that is
Pondering life right now. Like,
well, particularly because I have to drive so much for work. That is gonna be a bias because also I don't go to places nowadays where I have to wait in line. So now I got to consider about like, oh, what places do I miss because I don't like to go wait in line for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I thought about me because of Disneyland.
Yeah, see, like this applies to you more in terms of waiting in line for stuff. But for me, I got to go with driving with green lights, man.
Or like if you ever want to go to a food event, you love your food, never have to wait in line. Like your food's always prepared.
Oh. Why you got to hit me with the logic, man? Why you got to hit me with that?
I'm like the rapper. I'm Logic, you know.
Oh.
You know Logic?
I know Logic.
Okay.
I would say I'm the one who looks more like Logic.
True.
True.
It's facts.
It's facts. But anyways, I still got to go with green lights, man. Green light go, green light go. Like I got to go with the fact that give me the green light, because really, for anybody who is ever have to be, particularly if you're ever in like downtown, any sort of downtown, particularly where I have to be driving a lot for like different gigs and everything. Oh, mother freaking yellow lights and red lights.
Or like if you do you ever realize that when you're in a hurry,
yeah, it's always red lights.
it's always red lights.
Yeah, it's a universal thing. And also I'm thinking like, oh, I would actually want to go to LA. I'd actually want to go down to other
Oh
places.
my
where,
god, that'd be so different driving down there.
It's like if I had just green lights in any sort of city, done. Bam.
Would that be the favorite use of the color green in your life at that point?
Are you referring to anything else?
I mean, a few things.
Um,
One is edible, or one could be spent.
Well, either way, yes, it would be my favorite. Absolutely,
All right.
100%.
Yeah, it's I don't know how to answer that because I'm about to be in Disneyland in a week, and I was there when they first reopened, and there was no lines and there was no one in the park, and it was beautiful. I've never seen anything more beautiful in my life. Almost.
How many rides did you like get yourself on without the lines?
Everyone.
Everyone.
I walked on every single thing. Had boats. Everything I had was to myself. No one was sitting next to me. No one was in this. And Pirates, I had the whole boat to myself.
Wait, didn't that feel like kind of like apocalyptic a little bit? Like
It did. It felt great. Oh, bring it.
So if you're that dude in the Twilight Zone who is like the last man on Earth, you'd be like, oh, this is chill.
I mean, we always talk about like, hey, we talk about the apocalypse all the time. Let's try it. I think we just had the pandemic. Maybe we're ready. We're prepared. Some of us.
Some.
And if you're not, shoot. Sorry.
Okay. Well, good to know that green light go. Green light go. So, buddy, here's a more theoretical question for you, because I know that we can get a little on our philosophical nature sometimes.
I feel like it's just me.
Well, I at least try to follow you, whether or not I'm successful.
Just follow the leader. I think another game back in our childhood.
That's true. Red Rover. Okay. Anyways, so
send Jacob right over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, would you rather have the ability to temporarily time travel with no consequences to your timeline, or have the ability to view different timelines of your future?
But not knowing which one's going to come true.
Yeah.
But you said, so you see a limited of your timeline.
Well, okay. You can basically see all the big major points of your future in different timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could temporarily just go back in time and re-experience certain stuff.
How much can you go back?
To any time you want.
Anytime?
Well, when you were living.
Uh,
when you were living.
Okay.
I gotta put a cap on it. Like,
Go back to okay. I can rewind back to just experience, or
and you can try different new things, but it's not going to affect your current timeline.
Oh, okay. So it won't be like Back to the Future where he starts to vanish.
No.
Okay.
Like, you're gonna come back to your normal timeline, but you could at least experience like
what could have been. That's like the major tease then.
Yeah.
Or you can see potential
outcomes of your future.
See, what you're doing to me right now is you're triggering the geekdom to me.
Yep. Yep.
Because all the timeline rules that could and may and possibly but might not apply. I think I would probably want to see forward. If what I do in the past doesn't change anything, I'd probably want to go forward. So at least I know things I currently do can affect where I'm going.
Gotcha.
So if I want to have some control. If I go back in the past, I don't have any control. It's experience. Then you're just playing VR.
But you could still at least like you could still make different choices in the past. It's not going to affect your future.
Yeah,
so.
If we go back, why do you want to go back in time? We want to go back because we want to invest in Apple.
Well, that's
why you want to go back in time.
Well, obviously you want to go back in time, yeah, so you can make buttloads of money. I get it, but also you could like, for example, you could like go experience like you say like, oh hey, how about let's go on vacation here since we didn't go on vacation there, or even like go back to your childhood for a bit. Be like, oh hey, I want to play that video game again back when it was like first coming out.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah, see, now I hit you with the curveball.
Well, you said video games. Okay, here's the thing about here's the thing about movies, TVs, and video games. What's the greatest thing about playing a great game or seeing a great movie? Seeing it for the first time or playing it for the first time. Like, if I can go back and play Uncharted or The Last of Us for the first time, or watch some of my favorite movies, like go back and watch Endgame for the first time.
Or even like experience GoldenEye again for the first time. Experience like all the great Nickelodeon shows.
Because I like playing my games and watching movies and TV because it is my escape. It lets me get away from the craziness.
Yeah.
So if I can go back in time and get away from crazy again, I would like to change my answer, and I'd rather go back in time and experience things again.
Yeah, because the reality's hit. Yeah, because trust me, I understand if you could see at least like different timelines of your future, whether or not they were going to be the ones that you're on, that's something interesting to ponder and to like figure out. But at the same time, I feel like we could even just ponder that now. Like anything could really happen in our future. So it's like really, but being able to like go back and experience like just things in the past, particularly when, it's like maybe we weren't fully cognizant at that time.
Yeah.
Like,
well, the other thing too is if you look, we are so absorbed with our future already.
Yeah.
So if we see different possibilities, that's just going to mess us up more mentally and cause our mental health to deplete even more.
True that.
Because we're trying to aspire to things that we don't know will happen, and it'll just drive us crazy. So from the mental aspect, I'd rather be in bliss and just experiencing fun things than trying to worry about what could be in the future. So
yeah.
Wow, no, okay. That turned into a whole different thing that I did not expect. I did not expect that.
We getting deep.
We getting some deep cuts. All right, I appreciate that. That was a good one. Should I just throw you my hardball?
I mean, if you want to. I mean, it's either you give me the hardball now or the next question because it's coming up now. We're already on question 4.
Okay, well, I'll save it then. I'll save it. I'll end off on it. So, would you rather have unlimited international first-class tickets?
Yes.
Or never have to pay for food at restaurants?
Oh. Come on. Come on.
You're such a foodie.
Come on. And this hurts me because I had parents work in the airline industry. I
know, that's why I said it.
And trust me, like I love traveling. I love going to different places, and particularly first class.
Anywhere international.
Anywhere free?
Mm-hmm.
Free?
Free. Yeah, furry.
Oh, okay. Now that's got me on again because like food is one thing, but if I can go to places and get that food,
like you can go to Italy whenever you want, get authentic Italian food.
Authentic.
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 R.
No, it's not R. It's A-U.
A-U.
Authentic.
Okay. Now, initially I was going to go food, but I had to go back to the airlines because like it's one thing to like get free food, and trust me, I will never turn down free food. You heard that right. But
he'll finish your plate of food.
Oh,
if
you are not going to take home your leftovers, I will come and take your food.
So all your Thanksgiving Day leftovers, send them to Jacob.
Hey, if you don't want any of your food, I gladly know a person, a stomach, and other people that will want your food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but.
And
yeah,
have you been? You've been on first class, right?
I mean, once or twice. Like, it was never out of a like. It was one of those random things where it's like, my family often flew standby because that's what kind of happens. Like when your family works in the airline industry, you just get like bumped up to like be standby like first a lot of the time. And so there were a couple of times where it's like, oh, nobody showed up for first class, you all take it. So, but I was a kid back then, so I actually haven't experienced first class in my adult life. But I actually, my mom did like tell me one time that I got so used after a couple first class rides that as a kid I would be like, oh, why do we got to go to economy?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I definitely think like, oh no.
That's definitely an ick.
That's an ick. That was cringe. don't mention that again.
And does it? Is it icing on the cake if I said this could be any first class?
Well, I mean, particularly without fancy first class can be now.
I'm talking about the high, like you're in your own cabby with the beds and the TV,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, honestly, it's like, that is just a level of money that I don't even know how one could even like get to that point. But yeah, no, I would take the first class because then I could at least go to places and get food.
Mm-hmm.
Like take me to
the plane. And we'll fly across the sea.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, thank you, buddy. That was a nice like trip down memory lane there a little bit.
Cool. I see. I'm not all mean. Just sometimes.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that last question though. But speaking of last question, so buddy,
it's like the last dab.
Yeah, it is. It is. We're getting a little spicy up in here now.
I mentioned last episode, last dab. Something's coming soon.
Oh damn. Okay. Anyways, so buddy, here is I think the hardest question for you.
And this is gonna be Disneyland because it hasn't come up yet. So go ahead.
Yeah.
If you say, would you rather not go? Like, okay, let's go. Well,
buddy, would you rather never go to Disneyland again?
I knew it.
Or admit that you were wrong?
Oh, this is the one I mentioned as a joke, and you're like, "Oh, I'm taking that."
Oh yeah, no, straight up. Like as soon as you said that, I was like, "Oh, come on, I gotta ask this question."
I mean, but am I wrong though? I mean, yeah. It's
maybe sort of. We all aren't perfect in life.
I mean,
it just depends on
I have some moments of some brief
big male energy.
Yeah. I can be wrong.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yes. I mean, we all are perfect.
No, it's possible. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
If you ask my girlfriend, she would say I'm probably never right.
I mean, I know that feeling quite well.
So,
yeah. But I guess then the question is, this is the power to be like, you would never need to admit that you were wrong ever again.
Oh,
this is like a superpower.
See, I don't like this whole, like, you ask the question and all of a sudden, like, but wait, there's more. You thought about it this way? Like, you keep adding on to it to make the question a different question.
You got to consider your viewpoints, man. Versus never going to Disneyland.
I mean, I can't give up Disneyland. Like,
Mickey has you that, like, just...
Even with, like, Bob Chapek and what he's done with the company, I have loathed what he's done with the company. Yet I'm like, I hate you. Here's money.
Actually, as a Disney noob, what is Bob? What's his name?
Bob Chapek.
What has he done?
Who's gone now? He's gone now.
Oh, he's gone. Okay,
he got fired. They brought back Bob Iger.
Wait, there's multiple Bobs?
Big Papa Iger. Bob Iger was one in charge, and he passed off to Bob Chapek during the pandemic. Bob Iger is one who bought Star Wars and Pixar and did the Marvel. And he's in charge of all that. He's the one who did all
So
that.
good Bob,
Good Bob.
but we don't like bad Bob.
We don't like JPEG.
Okay, JPEG bad Bob.
JPEG bad.
JPEG bad. Okay.
Even so, I'm like, when I go to Disneyland, it's just like the movies. It's an escape. I walk in there and like, I don't care what's going on. Like I manage for my job is management, but like I don't care. I'm at Disneyland now. You text me, whatever, don't care. This is my happy place. Everything else fades away. So I just can't give that up. It's almost like your fantasy of being a Kings fan. I can't give that up.
Oh. Why'd you have to
Zing.
zing bots? Okay. Really?
Yeah. Really.
Really squared?
Really square times 2
Really squared times 2 times infinity.
plus 1.
Oh damn. Okay, so
yeah, I couldn't give up Disneyland. So in all honesty, I can admit when I'm wrong. The problem is, I think, is that I feel like I'm right more than I guess I am.
yeah, well that's just being a male.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, Disneyland, I take my money. I have a problem.
Well, at least you've been to Disney Synonymous multiple times.
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay, so what's your last question for me, man? And actually, now that I think about it, I didn't really give you a hardball question because I knew what the answer was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I got one. I got some backups in case you want to go to a few more. So, Jacob, would you rather live your life as is right now, or get $1 billion if you punch your wife in the face?
What the absolute?
Would you punch your wife in the face for $1 billion? That's basically what it is.
Would Rachel know that we would get $1 billion?
No.
By doing this.
And again, folks, don't forget, the wife is behind the camera right now.
Really? On the second episode, you would ask me this question.
I got it from TikTok. I'm hip. I talk and I tick.
So you're all about those talks.
I'm all about the talk.
Wow. I don't know what it says that I am taking a moment to consider this, but maybe it's only because like it is $1 billion.
You want me to tell you what my answer was?
No, don't influence me. I can
Okay.
make my own choices here.
Can you though? That's the question.
I mean, I'm stalling for all purposes. I would live my life as is, because here's the thing, man. You know what? Yes, that's $1 billion, but then the aftermath, the absolute like being able to explain yourself over that. I mean, trust me, man. Like $1 billion is great, but also being able to not be in that awkward situation and cause physical bodily harm to a person I absolutely love. I mean, it's like, but also at the same time, it's like, but I could make it up by giving her lots of good things and, you know, making our lives better. But no, I'm going to live my life as is. Final answer.
Is it locked in?
Locked in.
And my girlfriend, we love to talk. So.
Oh, you both would punch each other.
Yeah, this came up.
You both would both punch each other,
and we both agreed like if you didn't hit me, I will whoop yo. You know,
and honestly, like even like I feel like I would be the one punched in the situation, and I would be fine.
You can buy. Well, you have a house, but you can pay a house off. You can do all the renovations you want. You don't have to work ever again. Ever again, so you never have to stress ever again.
Yeah.
Ever.
I think it just depends, because ultimately it's like, you know, I don't want to necessarily be like considering like, oh, like any type of violence is okay just because of the money sort of situation. I think it does depend on a lot of different other factors, but in general, yeah, that's a lot of money, and money's nice.
How about this? And I'm dropping the price here.
No, you better be raising that price up
No.
if you're going to have me consider this.
Would you hit me in the face for $1,000?
Oh, you could have just given me 10. you could have given me 10. Because that's a 10 spot.
I mean, technically, because you've done a slap bet and you have slapped me before.
Oh yeah. But then again, it's like that in and of itself was just pride and ego right there.
Yeah, we won't talk about that story, why that happened yet. That'll be for another podcast.
Yeah, but you see, if it was you, oh no, I would absolutely deck you because then I could at least split the money with you.
I would say it was good knowing you, buddy, because you're going night.
Oh yeah, dude.
You're taking early bedtime.
Like you're gonna give me like Mike Tyson 97.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it'd be fun too, be very therapeutic. I've
Oh,
always kind of wanted to, you know.
And here's the thing, man. It's like I say that I would punch you, but ultimately no. Like it wouldn't be like my own fist because my own fist can do jack squat. Like I would bring a boxing glove at least. I'd have to.
Okay, I want to throw one bonus one in.
One bonus one. Okay.
One bonus
But
one.
we have to answer this both.
Huh?
But we each have to answer this.
Okay. So, bonus. Would you rather? Should we stick with foods? That food seems to be our trademark these days. Would you rather give up your favorite food
Which is pizza.
or never taste any new food again?
Oh. Well, but then most food could be put on pizza. I would keep the pizza.
And just never try any new food ever again.
Well, but that's the thing. Try new food. Because I've tried a lot of food. I'm not picky eater like you. So I've tried new food. So you aren't saying that I can't have other foods. So therefore, take the pizza. I've been quite a number of things in my life. So I could survive. You? What about you, buddy?
I mean,
Because I know pizza's your favorite. And I
Pizza's-
know that you also have not tried a lot of foods in your life.
and I also usually eat the same thing over and over again. So
That is true.
I've eaten the same thing since I was 12.
How does that feel?
My metabolism isn't happy about it now, but
yeah.
other than that, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, that was okay. One more, because that wasn't fun. That was too easy. This is gonna like melt your brain. I feel like. Would you rather live life unable to express your emotions or your thoughts?
Well, I have a hard time expressing my emotions as it is, so it's like,
Well, actually, both.
yeah, both honestly. So,
So if you could never express one, what's the one you get rid of?
I mean, I feel like I'll just be a typical millennial about it. I'll give up expressing emotions because you at least need to express your thoughts.
Do you?
Yeah, because emotions, like, yeah, you can show somebody like how you're feeling, but ultimately it's like if you can't express your actual like thoughts on the matter, I mean, I'm taking it black and white there. Like, you?
I would say I would give up expressing my for me, I'm borderline anhedonic anyway, so my emotions are basically gone. I'm basically like Baldur from Norse mythology.
Emphasis on the bald. Or
That was a cheap shot. Try to keep the gloves up. So I'd probably go. I'd rather be able to express my thoughts because I'm a very critical thinker. I'm a very logical thinker, and to think about not thinking logically.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately,
That
it's
scares
like,
me.
and that's no shade on emotions. Emotions are absolutely needed, and it's something that I at least always know that hey, one can always express their emotions more or less. There's some people who are like, okay, maybe need to be a little less on the emotion side, but
Yeah, you're very emotional sometimes.
I get so emotional, baby.
All right. Well, that was good talk. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we were actually like that was therapeutic for a lot of things.
Yeah, a little bit. So if you join our therapy session, appreciate it. Free of charge. Buddy, where can the people find us?
They can find us at the Buddy Buddy Show on Instagram and on Facebook.
And if you have any thoughts, questions, or suggestions of topics you want to hear us talk about, feel free to let us know. We appreciate all of it. And with that, we will see you all next time.
Next time, thank you.